It's the segment of the week where I pretend I'm really happy, but I'm burning inside. Come on.
The heavyweight championship bout between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol was one of the most anticipated boxing events of the year. Beterbiev, renowned for his unstoppable knockout power, faced off against Bivol, a technical wizard inside the ring. Fans expected a clash of contrasting styles, and the fight delivered on that promise, until the scoring came into play, sparking ongoing debate. What no one anticipated was the aftermath. A bitter controversy accompanied by sharp verbal jabs from Oscar de la Hoya, adding fuel to an already intense situation.
Am I just imagining that 14 of your main event fighters all lost this year?
Bruh.
14 fighters!
The fight was a gritty affair, featuring an undefeated contender who stepped into the ring with confidence, having previously outclassed top-level opponents, including Canelo Alvarez. From the opening bell, he made his intentions clear. He utilized his quick footwork to maintain distance, landing clean jabs and shots. It was a classic display of boxing skill, staying elusive, picking his moments to attack, and avoiding significant damage. His performance was calculated and precise, ensuring he maintained control throughout the bout. "I feel good," he remarked post-fight, a testament to his confidence and preparation.
Good now, I slept, I went through hard training camp, and now I'm just thinking about my future. Today we will see His Excellency. I hope he has some plans for me, rematch or something else.
The heavyweight championship bout between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol was one of the most anticipated boxing events of the year. Beterbiev, renowned for his unstoppable knockout power, faced off against Bivol, a technical wizard inside the ring. Fans expected a clash of contrasting styles, and the fight delivered on that promise, until the scoring came into play, sparking ongoing debate. What no one anticipated was the aftermath. A bitter controversy accompanied by sharp verbal jabs from Oscar de la Hoya, adding fuel to an already intense situation. The atmosphere was electric as both fighters entered the ring. Beterbiev, with his intimidating knockout record, was set to face Bivol, whose technical prowess had earned him a reputation as one of the most skilled fighters in the sport. From the opening bell, the bout was a showcase of their respective styles. Beterbiev landed powerful shots, particularly to the body, and slowly but surely closed the gap on the scorecards. Bivol, on the other hand, used his quick footwork to maintain distance, landing clean jabs and shots. It was a classic display of boxing skill, staying elusive, picking his moments to attack, and avoiding significant damage. When the final bell rang, both fighters believed they had done enough to secure the victory. However, the judge's decision sparked immediate controversy. Beterbiev won by a majority decision that left many scratching their heads, particularly those in Bivol's corner. Eddie Hearn, the head of Matchroom Boxing and Bivol's promoter, was livid at the outcome. In the post-fight press conference, he didn't hold back his frustration. "We saw one of the greatest examples of skill and dedication in that ring tonight," Hearn said, his voice thick with disgust. "Bivol put on a masterclass, and yet here we are with this result. I struggle to find anyone who thinks Beterbiev won that fight." The punch statistics, often a useful but not definitive tool in determining a fight's winner, seemed to favor Bivol. Bivol landed more punches than Beterbiev, although Beterbiev threw more. The difference in accuracy was significant, and many believed Bivol's cleaner, more technical boxing should have earned him the decision. But Hearn wasn't just upset about the result. He specifically pointed fingers at one judge, Paavo Cardini, who scored the fight 116 to 112 for Beterbiev. "That judge should never work in this sport again," Hearn fumed. "It's a disgrace, a robbery." Hearn also noted that Turki Alik, chairman of the General Entertainment Authority in Saudi Arabia, had promised that if the fight resulted in controversy, a rematch would be in order. Hearn clung to that promise, calling for an immediate rematch, convinced that Bivol deserved another shot at becoming the undisputed light heavyweight champion. "There's no other fight out there for Beterbiev," Hearn said. "This is unfinished business. Bivol deserves another shot, and I'm confident the fans want to see it." While Eddie Hearn was busy venting his frustrations, Oscar De La Hoya decided to twist the knife. Known for his fiery statements and fierce competitiveness in the promotional world, De La Hoya didn't miss the opportunity to poke fun at Hearn's recent string of disappointments. After all, it wasn't just Bivol's loss that had Hearn reeling. His fighters seemed to be stacking up losses all year long. "Hearn is just trashing his fighters," De La Hoya jabbed. "First AJ, then Dubois, and now Bivol. Hearn's fighters are dropping like flies." De La Hoya's reference to Anthony Joshua's high-profile defeat to Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois' controversial stoppage loss to Usyk, as well, was a sharp dig. Both were massive fights that Hearn had promoted with great fanfare, only to see his fighters fall short. Adding Bivol's loss to that list only seemed to confirm in De La Hoya's eyes that Hearn was on a losing streak. "Eddie's good at talking, but maybe he should spend more time actually helping his fighters win," De La Hoya continued. "I mean, what's next? Who's the next fighter of his to lose?" It didn't take long for Hearn to clap back at Oscar De La Hoya's taunts. During an interview, Hearn addressed the criticism with his characteristic bravado. "Oscar loves talking, doesn't he?" Hearn said, "I think he spends more time roasting other promoters than focusing on his own fighters." Let's not forget Bivol's performance was nothing short of brilliant. And as for AJ and Dubois, they're still among the best in the world. One loss doesn't define a fighter. Even as Hearn defended his promotional skills, the truth was hard to ignore. Bivol's loss, though controversial, was another blow in a tough year for matchroom boxing. The pressure was mounting, and the feud between Hearn and De La Hoya only added to the drama. While the banter between Hearn and De La Hoya provided entertainment for fans, the real question remained: what's next for Bivol and Beterbiev? For his part, Bivol seemed open to the idea of a rematch, though clearly disappointed by the loss. "I want the rematch," he said. "I can do better. I will do better, but we need to get this chance again." Beterbiev, however, was less committed. He had achieved what he set out to do: remain undefeated and unify the titles. Whether he would be willing to risk that status in a rematch with a fighter as dangerous and skilled as Bivol remained to be seen. As the dust settles from the Beterbiev-Bivol clash, one thing is certain: 2024 has been a rollercoaster for Eddie Hearn. From Anthony Joshua's crushing defeat to Bivol's controversial loss, Hearn's fighters have faced a string of setbacks that have kept him firmly in the spotlight, though not in the way he would prefer. Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya continues to stir the pot, taking every opportunity to mock his rival. The feud between these two promoters is just as compelling as the battles inside the ring, and fans can expect plenty more fireworks as the year progresses. The gloves are truly off as the war of words between Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn reaches new heights. De La Hoya has been relentlessly targeting Hearn over everything from fighter management to promotional blunders. But Hearn has never been one to let it